Example 1. Start with the simplest case. One part is already a number. The other part is a power. Nothing fancy happens here. Once the root collapses, the rest follows immediately. This example is just setting the rhythm. Example 2. Here the root doesn't collapse right away, so we look inside it. There's a perfect square hiding there. Once that comes out, what's left behaves normally. This is the pattern you'll keep using. Example 3. Now powers and roots show up together. Before touching the root, the powers get handled first. Same base, so the exponents combine. Only after that do we evaluate what's left. This order matters. Example 4. This one looks messy at first glance, but nothing new is happening. Powers simplify with powers. Roots simplify with roots. Once each part is cleaned up on its own, the expression falls apart quickly. In the earlier episodes, we treated exponents as counts. That idea still runs everything here. Roots are just another way of undoing those counts. Same logic, just more pieces on the table. Every time, the process is the same. You organize first, then you simplify. Powers with the same base come together. Roots get reduced by pulling out perfect squares. Only then do you multiply or divide. That's the entire strategy. 3 things to lock in. Handle exponents before anything else. Simplify radicals by extracting perfect squares. Combine what remains only at the very end. If you follow that order, these expressions stop feeling complicated. Try this one on your own. Don't rush it. Decide what to simplify first. That decision matters more than the arithmetic. This closes Chapter A. You now have full control over powers and roots, separately and together. Next, we move into algebraic expressions, where structure matters even more. That's where Chapter B begins, and it's on screen now.